Story 1932, Mississippi. A young man, Sammy Moore, arrives at his father's church wounded. He has deep claw marks on his face and is clutching a broken guitar neck. His pastor father considers music a dangerous supernatural force and tells him to shun it. Earlier in the day, Sammy's twin cousins, Smoke and Stack, World War I veterans, return from Chicago after years away. They reveal that Chicago is not the racial paradise they thought it was. They buy a sawmill with money stolen from local gangsters and plan to convert it into a juke joint. They enlist Sammy, guitarist, Delta Slim, piano and harmonica player, and Pearline, singer. They also enlist Smoke's wife Annie and Chinese shopkeepers Grace and Bio Chow for help. Stack meets his old girlfriend Mary, who is white in appearance but part black in race. She is upset that Stack left her and went north. Stack says their relationship had no place in society at the time. Also, Remick, an Irish fugitive who is on the run from the Choctaw tribe, bribes two Klansmen, Bert and Joan, and turns them into vampires. The Choctaw are actually vampire hunters. Juke joint. Night. The atmosphere is lively on opening night. Sammy's music hypnotizes listeners and transcends the boundaries of time, summoning spirits from the past and future unwittingly. This draws the attention of Remick and his fellow vampires. They pay a fee and enter. Smoke and Stack suspect something is strange, but Mary invites them in, needing the money. Remick turns her into a vampire. She seduces and bites Stack. Smoke shoots at her, but she escapes. Annie tells Smoke to evacuate, but this causes the vampires to transform the rest of the house. B.O. is also turned into a vampire. The staff learns that vampires cannot enter a building without being invited. Stack himself returns as a vampire, but Annie uses pickled garlic to scare him off. She explains that only a wooden spike or silver can kill vampires. She gives Smoke an amulet. Remick makes an offer to the bar staff. He is not racist and appreciates Sammy's uncanny musical talent. He promises immortality, power, and freedom, and warns that Hogwood, the local clan leader, will kill them the next morning if they don't get help. All of them decline the offer. When Remick and Bio threaten Grace's daughter, but terrified Grace provokes the vampires to attack. Final confrontation. A mob of vampires attack the juke joint. Grace stabs Bio in the heart, and both die in flames. Stack bites Annie, and Annie tells Smoke to kill him. Delta Slim is killed fighting the vampires. Smoke, Sammy, and Pearline try to escape, but Remick and Stack stop them upstairs. Smoke and Stack fight while Sammy and Pearline confront Remick. Pearline is cut while saving Sammy and tells Sammy to leave her and run. Final twist, Sammy tries to escape, but Remick stops him again and asks him to join him one last time. Sammy breaks his guitar and injures Remick. Smoke then arrives and stabs him with nails. The morning light burns Remick and the rest of the vampires to death. Smoke sends Sammy home, telling him that his guitar was not a magical object, but just a simple instrument. Hogwood and the Klansmen arrive to take over the juke joint. Smoke fights them off, killing them all, but is mortally wounded himself. As he dies, he sees the spirits of Annie and his daughter, who urge him to come with them. He leaves with them. Closing scene. Sammy returns to the church, but refuses to listen to his father. He picks up his guitar and heads north, mid-credits. Scene. In 1992, the older Sammy is now a famous blues musician. He meets Stack and Marie, who have become immortal. Flashbacks reveal that Smoke made a deal with Stack in exchange for Sammy's release. They offer Sammy immortality, but he declines. Stack asks him to play one song one last time. Sammy says that night is still a nightmare to him, but it was the best day of his life until the sun went down. Stack agrees because it was the last day he saw his brother and the sun and felt free.